Watch and learn, Clank. This is how a real hero gets it done.
Luckily, he is paying attention. Go through all this effort and doesn't even look at the screen. That'd be unfortunate. Ah!
These are the real-life adventures of Captain Quark, the greatest superhero the galaxy has ever known.
Hey, this thing on?
Meticulously reconstructed by our crack research team with the aid of eyewitness accounts, bathroom gossip, wild speculation, and a magic 8-ball. In the early days of the 5th Solarian equinox, the Solana galaxy was terrorized by a notorious pirate known as Captain Blackstar.
Ahoy! Anybody else got a craving for fish and chips?
No.
Though still in the prime of his youth, Captain Quark was already a living legend.
I was beating him up with a stick.
However, no previous adventure could have prepared Quark for his encounter with the dread pirate Blackstar and his crew of... Oh, please tell me this is a typo.
That's robotic pirate ghosts. Guess reading wasn't your subject, eh, Professor?
Right. Now we begin the interactive portion of Episode 1. Booty is in the eye of the beholder.
Robot pirate ghosts. You know, why not? Hello. And now we basically have an entire genre shift. We're doing little side-scrolling adventures as Quark.
An officially licensed Quark token. Collect all the tokens in the level to earn a secret prize.
And I will most assuredly do that. All right. Oh.
Bling, bling, baby. The red ones are worth 10 Quark tokens.
It's something very important to take note of in these little mini adventures. There are literally no ways whatsoever to get your health back. So if you can help it, try to not get hit. Or, and that involves getting bitten by space rats. They're not ghost rats, at least. So, I mean, they got that going for them. That's pretty handy. But yeah, also watch out for the flaming skulls and all that business. Try to grab all them tokens if you can possibly help it. And punch the ever-loving hell out of ghost pirate robots. How you're able to take care of ghost pirate robots by punching them, I can't even begin to fathom, but I guess Quark is just made out of different stuff than us. Okay, woo, almost completely forgot about the onslaught of the rats there. Woo. Almost got myself bonked something fierce. Oh lord, more rats. Whoa, that's a lot of rats. This is a very poorly kept together boat, I gotta be honest with you.
Old-timers say a giant robotic space eel haunts this ship. What a bunch of...
Yep, giant space eel.
Circle to fire my blaster. Hold down R1 and move the left analog stick for precision aiming.
Yep, you can certainly do that if you so choose. However, I so choose to not. And instead, whoa, try not to get bitten by whatever these things are supposed to be. The blaster is significantly stronger than your punches, but you also have limited ammo, so pick and choose how you're going to use it if and you so choose. Huh. Huh. And I do, obviously. Huh. Huh. And that realistically and biologically shouldn't have worked, but it totally did, so we're just gonna go ahead and say that that's just fine. Alright, I have taken far, far, far too much damage. I am more than most likely going to get myself, big time killed. All kinds of unfortunate that. Oh, well, these things happen. I mean, when you're playing as Captain Quark, you really should just kind of anticipate things going absolutely horribly wrong for him. He's not exactly good at this. Anyway, ow! Anyway, if you get all of the tokens, you get a titanium bolt. How you get a titanium bolt in the real world for beating a supposedly, in-game video game, I don't know, maybe it's one of those fill out a postcard things and send for it type dealies. I don't know.
A nice juicy health upgrade. Remember, cadets, there's one in every level.
That there most certainly do be. But there also do be, but space eels. All right, well, I missed the greater majority of the shots I would have liked to take with that. And there you go. The goal is to try and unload all of the shots you possibly can in one fell swoop. That hurt a lot, ow. If you get every single shot off, then you're able to take care of it in one cycle, and you don't have to deal with the falling rocks thing that it can do. That might not seem important, but it's going to in a few seconds. You'll see what I mean in a minute. First and foremost, let's see how the comic ends. Again, compounding the weirdness, you also get actual money for beating these games. Odd, that. It's also fascinating that despite the technological advancements, video games are rather rudimentary here.
I mean, I've worked on some real junk, but this one takes the cake. Pirate, ghost, robots. I mean, what do they think, we're idiots?
Hey, Professor, snap to it.
Once again, the citizens of the Solana Galaxy owed their lives to the dauntless courage of the remarkable man behind the cube. With great reluctance, Quark accepted a meager fee for his services and promptly donated the entire sum to the Quark for Tots Scholarship Fund, a charity providing makeovers and buxom bimbos for needy people.
Oi.
Named Quark.
I've got a big heart. Mr. President? Yes, I got the fruit basket, thanks. It turns out I'm allergic to prunes. Yeah, who knew? What? Blackwater City is under attack. Yes, sir, I'm on my way.
The exciting, all-true, right, adventures of Captain Quark continue in Episode 2.
We'll get to that when we get to that. The real question is, did that help? Yes. Yes, it did.
Well, who's that handsome devil?
It appears Quark has regained his memory.
Hey, this dressing room isn't fit for a pig. What kind of shoddy production are you people running?
That's him, all right.
He may need a while to adjust. In the meantime, I've got a mission that's perfect for you two. We've just learned of a prototype holographic device that can disguise the user as a Tyrannoid, even allowing him to speak Tyrannese.
Is it just me, or do you smell banana?
Yeah.
Anyway, the device happens to be the grand prize on this week's Annihilation Nation. Check it out.
Alrighty.
Tonight on Annihilation Nation, we feature an all-new Death Course. Let's meet tonight's victim. Oops, I mean contestant, Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Fred is a Gadgetron accountant who claims he once had a Morpho Ray go off in his pants. What a champ. Let's take a look at what he's up against. Doesn't look too bad now, does it? Good luck, Fred! Next!
Just outright murder.
Another day, another death course.
No, but for real though, why are they so incredibly common in this universe? And why are they so often televised? Like, really, you don't understand. Also, James, you a tall gal. Anyway, before we go off into that, I actually need to jump back into the Vid-comic real quick. Because there's a little bit of a bonus that I'm going to have to get myself through, which I admit I'm not exactly super duper looking forward to because I'm not exactly phenomenal at this, but I'm gonna give it my all anyway. Hup. Basically, there's a skill point involved with beating these vid-comics within a very specific amount of time. Hup. So I'm just gonna have to try and beat these as fast as I possibly can while simultaneously trying to not die. Okay, I've already taken way too much damage. Good lord. Okay. Hup. 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 Okay, let's try and get hit marginally less, please. See, this is not a fan of these particular missions. Not going to lie to you. When you're playing them casually, yeah, that's not such a big deal. There's no real major problem. I got no real complaints. But, you know, once you're telling me to start doing things incredibly quickly, things become a bit of a problem. Alright, sometimes you just gotta punch rats and dodge skulls. Hup. There you go. Can't really do much for shaving off time in this part. Alright, and punch. Ow. Alright, well, you know what? Sometimes you're gonna get hit. It's all a matter of not getting hit too much. Really, the main problem is going to be those things, because often you end up having to wait for them to pass you by. There you go. You don't have to get into a fight with everybody that you run across, which is good.
Space eel haunts this ship. What a bunch of hoodlums.
All right, whoop, nope, don't need any of that. Take care of all the enemies, and allow me to just move on with myself, please. Thank you. All right, and you would block my shot like that, wouldn't you? All right, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I didn't really mean to do that. It happens, it happens. Nope. And once again, going to have to ask you to stop with all of the hip-hop boobity-bopping with these dang old severed robot pirate ghost head things. I don't really know. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't fully understand it. Captain Quark is much like Strong Bad in the sense that he has what can be best described as doodle memory. Man don't remember things too good. All he knows is that he's awesome and that he would like the whole world to know it at any given moment in time. Ooh, dear. That's a bit too much extra damage for my personal tastes. All right, just shoot him down. And now we do our best to avoid that. Okay, now I need to not screw this up. All right, where are you coming from, giant space eel? Where are you coming from? All right. And like so. Oh, there we go, there we go. All right, now need another one. Thank you. Okay, maybe. All right, need more blasters, need more blaster, need more blaster. Thank you. All right, now poke your head out, please. And... All right, so... No, that's not gonna work. We need to beat this whole mission in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I was really hoping I'd be able to just get it out of the way, but I guess this is going to be what we're doing now. Okay, that should just barely be good enough. 34, 35. There you go. All right, skill point got. 5 seconds left. My goodness. Ugh. Anyway. Didn't grab a lot of tokens in the way, but that's mostly because that if you... There's literally no way to get to the... to beat the time and also get all the tokens at the same time. I don't know, maybe some freak of nature could probably do it, but I am not said guy. I'll tell you that much. My goodness. Alrighty, alrighty. So, with all that, I guess we're heading off to another death course. Ratchet is right to be weary by them. I mean, this is only the 3rd game, and it's like the 15th time he's had to do something like this. Granted, it's only like the 3rd time it's been televised, but, you know, I'd personally say that it's weird that it's happened 3 times to be televised. That's just... That shouldn't be a thing. That's all I'm saying. Alrighty, Annihilation Nation. What you got for me?
Are you ready to play?
As I'll ever be.
All right, let's meet our first contestant. He's an unemployed rocket mechanic who claims to have saved 2 galaxies, but most people know him as Secret Agent Clang's bumbling chauffeur.
Oof.
He hopes that disguising himself as a tyrannoid will make him more attractive to the ladies.
Hey.
Give a warm welcome to Ratchet!
Why is it that the people announcing these things are never nice?
Contestant ever to survive the death course. Contestant number 1, are you ready?
Bring it on.
Honest and legitimate question. If literally nobody had ever defeated this obstacle course at any moment in time, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not sure how great of ratings you would get for that sort of thing. I mean...
Hey, be sure to catch me next week at the Florana Demolition Derby.
Yeah, you go ahead and do all that. I'm just saying, like, if I was watching Ninja Warrior and literally nobody ever reached the top of that tower, it would just be downright absurd, man. I'd get quite bored if I'm being honest with you. Any ding-dang way. Thankfully for us, there's lots of miniature targets for us to be able to suck up with the cannon.
Hold down L2 or R2 while running.
Let's see here. Just trying to remember. There's definitely something around these here parts. But I guess it's not right here. Whoa! Forgot about the laser cannons. I know, right? How does one forget about the laser cannons? Oh, wait, no, there we go. That's what I was looking for this whole time.
This little guy can really move.
Yes, yes he can. Ow. I mean, I just like, as a television show, you know? If you were to really sit down, it's like, ah, yes, time to watch another episode of Annihilation Nation. I wonder what's gonna happen this time. Oh, they died on the very first obstacle. Again. Like, I don't know. Personally, I would get bored very, very fast. Anyway. Hello, various cameras. Don't mind me. Just gonna shoot you out of the sky. Thank you, skill point. Ha 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 ha. Ain't that just delightful? Okay, now. Alright, don't need any of that in my life. Woo. Gotta be careful not to burn yourself, let me tell you, Alright. Go, get inside the cannon, you bunch of nerds. I'll bring in as many crates as I want as well. There we go. I enjoy the suck cannon a lot, but it is a bit of a niche weapon. Like, you're not gonna get a lot of opportunities to use it, or at least not as often as I honestly feel like you'd want to. It's understandable. If you could suck up larger enemies, then, well, it'd basically just be the most broken thing ever. You gotta give it some kind of a downside, otherwise there's really, like, no reason to never not use it. Well, going all the way is certainly the plan here. Hello. And it seemed to work out pretty well for us, all things considered. Ain't that swell and a half. That wasn't even the prize, so I'm not sure why that was here. But, yeah, new Quark comic.
Let's get ready to rampage.
So they built this entire arena, and literally nobody has ever gotten into it before? So very bizarre to me. Anyway, gonna whip you down, gonna whip you down. Up, top, and there you go. Whoa, hey, ho. There you go, that guy actually managed to stick around for a little bit. Good on him, good on him. All right, it's time to bring the storm. Ooh, dodging all the various lasers. Oh man, that's not doing nearly as much damage as I would like. That's the thing though, you gotta use your weapons in order to make them strong enough to be good. So sometimes you just gotta fight through the fact that they're not that impressive. It happens. Get into the cannon, you big nerds. All right, and pew, pew, there you go. And shoot them down, shoot them down. Be careful, because eventually, literally about a bajillion different little death things are gonna be all over the floor. You gotta be careful where you walk eventually. It's a pain in the ass, I'll tell you that much, but you get used to it. I absorb thee! Absorb thee! Hey! Whoa! Alright. Woo! There's always more coming out of the woodwork. Alright, you may do so if and you so choose. Won't amount to a whole lot, but you can try. Huh. There we go. Leveling that up pretty adequately, honestly. And then y'all got exploded. Ain't that unfortunate. And blowing you up. Blowing you up. Whoa! Not a fan of the guys with the lasers. The laser guys, those are some of my least favorite guys, if I'm being honest. Whoa, okay. More small blade guys. All right, well, feel free to get all up in this cannon if you don't mind. Boing, doing, doing, doing. I gotta say, out of all the weapons, the suck cannon just might have the most satisfying noise that it makes. Just that thum, thum, thum. I don't know, man. It's like a t-shirt cannon. It's just so cathartic feeling. I don't know. I like it a lot. That's definitely a pro in that particular weapons camp, if I'm being honest. All right, once more, get inside this thing, dang it. Anybody else? Doesn't seem so. Oh, of course there is. Hey. Oh, you blew up the thing that I was gonna use as ammo. Man, you suck. Oh, well, at least we won.
I don't believe it, folks. He survived the death course. And here to give you your prize, the lovely Miss Courtney Gears.
Thank you.
How about that, folks? He is better looking. security.
Rude.
Do not be alarmed, Sasha. That is Ratchet.
Hi.
Oh, I see you won the terror guys. It's very convincing. Anyway, there's something I think the two of you need to see.
Yes.
Quark personal log, entry 101301. After I personally vanquished the protopet
Lies.
and revamped the Megacorp testing facility, I decided to focus my efforts on protecting the endangered creatures of the Florana jungle. But when news arrived that Dr. Nefarious had again risen to power, I knew where my true destiny lay. The training necessary to get back into tip-top shape has been exhausting, and my mind overflows with brilliant concepts. Though I still yearn for the bittersweet stench of my simian companions. The time has come to resume my duties as the greatest hero the galaxy has ever known, Captain Quark!
Well, that's gonna suck.
You're not gonna believe this, but the president put Quark in charge of the fight against Nefarious. Our new commander just called his first team meeting. You better get back to the Phoenix right away.
I agree. This does not sound good.
Quark has literally never had a good idea in his entire life. Well, if it's all the same with all y'all, I'd like to delay that as much as humanly possible. How about we just go ahead and jump back into the, you know, into the whole death course thing. We can make ourselves a decent amount of money and get ourselves a lot of EXP for our various weapons too. So really just kind of feels like a massive win-win. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Ah, okay, all right, well, I may have lightly toasted my feet, ever so slightly. No need to concern yourselves with that. It's all good. It's fine. We're good. And bloop, bloop. All right. Oh, all right. Suck Cannon V2. Thank you very much. All right. Just gonna. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Using this while running around is an interesting experience. My goodness. Oh, okay. Double the lasers. Ouch. All right, fine. Have it your way. This dang thing means serious business, as it turns out. All right. Is there something up here? What is the reason for this? Just a little area here for no reason. Bizarre! Oh. There you go. Blow up all the damn fools. I really do appreciate that the game actually remembers what it is you suck up, and you really do launch it back out. It's really nice. Like so. All right. Anybody who's willing to mess with us is gonna get seriously messed up, I'll tell you that much. They're gonna get a crate upside the head. And that's industrial grade stuff. Whoa, hi, that's a lot of fellows. I don't even know where those fellows came from, my goodness. All right, anyway, hello and goodbye. Ah, Susk. All right, you didn't really get to see them, but those were like robot ninjas. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest with you. Despite taking more damage on that one, that ultimately felt like a much easier obstacle course than the first one. But you know, that's just me. That's just me. Who am I to say? Right. Try not to set ourselves on fire if we can possibly help it. There you go. All right. I say thee nay, 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 nay. I say nay, nay. There you go. All right. I will gladly accept all of the money donations, however. That's always fantastic. And we'll go to the storm. Because this thing's got range for days, people. If you want to shoot something real dang far away, you can certainly do a whole lot worse. I'll tell you that much. Yep. You can disable those things by shooting them. I just haven't been. For those that are intensely curious on that particular subject. All right, all y'all, get out of here. Get out of here. Whoa, okay, there's even more. They're spinning and they're pointy. Pointy spinners. That's what those guys are. Whoa! Forgot that was actually the bridge itself. Just barely. Ooh, that would have been embarrassing. If at all possible, I'd like to avoid plummeting to my death. Far from the most dignified ways of going out. At the very least, if I get beaten by enemies, then, you know, it's not nearly as big of a problem for me on a personal note. There you go. Back to this. Whoa! All right, take that, physics. Broke that over his knee. Something fierce. Huh. And that's all she wrote for that one. And got a skill point, too. Very nice. All right. Oh, boy. Suicide run, huh? Oh, boy. Okay, well, if you don't mind, I'd very quickly like to take a quick look at my skill points. There you go. I've got 5 now. That's what I thought. But also, I'm kind of confused by something. Complete the gauntlet. Oh, okay, so just literally any gauntlet, essentially. Okay, fair enough. I remembered there being one, and it was about not getting hit, but I always remember getting it on a different mission, so I was kind of confused as to when I got it on that one. It all makes sense to me now. Come along, Clank. We've got things to accomplish. Primarily getting through this mess, and there you go. All right, I know. Oh boy, I knew there was gonna be something going on here. You don't put those weird little machine thingy thing, like enemy spawners, and not have them do something. Why you gotta keep on existing like that? Stop that. You done? Good lord. Up. That takes care of you. Ow. All right. Well, first and foremost, that was rude. And I don't much care for you as an individual. Ah, more robot ninjas! Oh, there's even more of them! They're ambushing me, as if they were ninjas! Who'd have ever assumed and/or guessed such a phenomenon? Not I. Definitely not I. You know, it it goes hand in hand with the fact that, you know, I've played this game so much and love it so much. But, like, I'm just gonna tell you right here and now, as we progress through the Ratchet & Clank series, there's gonna be a lot more televised death courses with, like, custom missions and objectives and challenges. But man, I got a soft spot for Annihilation Nation. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. It's just a good time. So much of my childhood was spent in this horrifying gladiatorial arena. Alright, I will absorb as many of you as I can. And I will shoot them back at thee. There you go, blowing them up. Blowing them up. Also, that's gonna be something that really comes in handy. I'm sure you've noticed every now and then that if you do things correctly, you can actually cause the enemies to pretty much take themselves out. When you end up in situations where you have a limited pool of ammunition and if you run out, you lose, that's something you're really gonna wanna try and keep in mind. I'm just telling you. It's a much more useful bit of advice than you might think. You'll see in due time. There you go. Alright, before I try to restock this thing, I'd like to use all of the ammo I can. I'd rather not kill small things with other small things. Alright, don't see anybody over there, so it's time for big old grenades. Grenade! Oh, that was an entire thing taken out right on its own. Whoa, boy. Ah, dang it! Ugh. Why does the suck cannon have to be all like that sometimes? Ugh. Ow! Okay, taking a lot of unnecessary damage due to just wanting to use this thing. Unfortunate! Alright, fine, have it your way. It's time for the storm! Alright, I see you over there. Nope, not doing any of that. None of that, thank you. Who else? Who else? I'm mentally prepared. Physically, the jury is out on, but, you know. We'll get to it when we get to it, don't you worry none. Alright, round 10:02. Alright, this is when the minigun comes out. Then the minigun happens. Alright. Just gonna blow up as many of you guys at once as humanly possible. Or lombaxily possible, I suppose. Is what I choose to refer to. That's not the right tool at all. That was the tier thing. That was the disguise kit thingy. Very cool, yes, but not useful in this particular instance. Turning into a Tyrannoid grunt isn't really going to help out as much as I would really prefer it did. Not in combat, at least. Huh. Oh boy. Hey, there we go. Made it happen. Made it work. All right, next up, whip it good. Defeat all your foes with nothing more than the plasma whip. Can ye do it? All right, well, bit of advice. Try to get these enemies to bunch up as much as you possibly can. And also do the throw, because it invites the most opportunities for the whip to actually do damage. And yes, this is one of those instances where if you run out of ammo, the challenge is over. So do yourself some favors and be careful on that front. Okay, whoa! Didn't realize there was a bunch of dudes over there. Ah, damn it! Damn you and your lasery ways! Okay. This particular challenge won't be that difficult, but there will be later ones, let me tell you. Alright, get out of here, all y'alls. Round 5! Ah! Okay. There you go. I do enjoy when they knock their armor off for me. That's always helpful. All right, almost got flipped into a lava pit. That would have sucked. All right, these guys seem to know that whips are a pretty good solid weapon choice. Ow. And they were killed by one. Ain't that unfortunate? Anyway, ooh, the hydrant sink. All right, well, I guess you guys are about to get a crash course on the spinning Hydra. It's a pretty nifty little weapon. It's basically a multi-lock-on electrocution device. It's easier to describe once you're actually looking at it. Yeah, like that. Just aim and zap! And if you manage to get other enemies in between the whole thing, well, that's obviously pretty good too. That way you can take out multiple things. Far more than the 3 things that you only have targeted. And it's a really good idea because you've only got so many shots and 4 rounds to get through. Try to get as much bonus damage as you possibly can. Can't really see what's going on here. All right. I feel like that definitely could have gone a whole lot better, but I also couldn't actually see, so I don't know, maybe it already went pretty well. Who knows? All right, and oh, what? Get out of here with that. Always has to be one straggler. There you go. That's the spinning Hydra. Let's go ahead and just keep on using this for a little while. It's not a bad weapon by any stretch of the imagination. It gets better because the more it upgrades, the more targets you can lock onto, which obviously is a bit of a boon when it comes to a weapon like this. Okay, stop being alive. I'm kind of on a time crunch. Then again, if I lose, it's just more experience down the line now, ain't it? So really, it's just kind of a win-win for me, no matter how it goes down. There you go, electrified! Electrified! Alright, let's go back to the suck cannon. There you go, because man, does it take care of those little dudes fast. Once they're in the cannon, they're considered dead. There you go, blew those nerds up. And boom! There you go. The real name of the game is to mix and match your weapons as much as possible. Combining them all together is basically the winning recipe for success. Onslaught! Beat even more gladiators before running out of time. Well, very well. I shall rise to your arbitrary challenge. Mostly by blowing people up, because it feels right. Right. Now, if y'all could just bunch up together, much like that. Yeah, that's actually 100% what I was looking for. Thank you kindly. All right. Come on, and... All right. Well, that didn't go perfectly, but we got an upgrade.
This weapon upgrade features a lock-on mod.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I'm going to be real. I'm not 100% sure why it comes with a lock-on mod, but it does. I guess it does help a little bit, but not nearly as much as it does a very large assortment of other weapons. I'll just tell you that much. All right, please to stop being all of the separated, if it's all the same. Thank you, thank you. I would like to blow you up all in a row. Okay, we are going to need to kill things a little bit faster. Only got a minute left for 3 more rounds. Oh, hey! We're getting lots of upgrades today. Fantastic. V2 Storm, don't mind if I do. That's going to do considerably more damage. Always a benefit. Then the Gatling gun shows up. All right, not a fan of the Gatling gun. Always constantly making me be on the move this way. It's also got surprisingly good tracking. The only real good thing about it is the fact that you can use it to kill your own enemies. But the bad news is, you know, again, you don't get any of the EXP for it, so, you know, a bit of a last resort, if I'm being honest with you. I'd prefer it to not be the way things go. Anyway, the Terrible 2! Get ready to fight some gladiatorial peoples! We've got Guy with a gun! He does some pretty serious damage, he do. But he also is there with his partner. Angry whip lady thing! Hey! Huh. The whip don't do too great, so kind of have to do a bunch of shockwaves. It's interesting, why not just have the shockwaves come out of the whip? That's what I gotta say. Alright, that's probably the single most dangerous attack either of the two have. So be mindful of it when they just have the missiles flying all over the damn place. Never a great time. Alright, getting the lock-on mod for this thing is definitely going to be the goal. And you go ahead and try and hit me with your whip and whip. It will not work. There's actually a very unique challenge about all of this that I am going to not be able to do yet, but we'll get there in time. Anyway, oh, you are the big dead. It is most unfortunate. Well, your ally will be with you shortly, so don't you worry about that any. Hello. Lots of money for us. Huzzah. And 2-minute warning. Beat Gary and Helen before time runs out. I didn't want to spoil their names because it is silly. All right, well, I could buy these, but I'll say we're good for now. All right, let's start off with this thing first. It does big damage. And y'all know how I feel about big damage. There we go. Shoot 4 of those. Yep. And a little bit more. It does absolute wonders for softening them up, I'll tell you that much. All right, and 2 more for you. And then the N60 Storm comes out. As I dodge the large amount of missiles all over the damn place. Ow, and step on an electrified thingamadooter. Never a fan of that. Backflipping over your shockwaves. What are you gonna do about it? Well, obviously the answer was attempt to hit me with missiles. It didn't work. And say farewell, Helen. Woo! Nice, it's already V3.
Weapon upgrade features.
All right, well that's the best possible thing that we could have gotten. It also refills all of our ammo, so woo, that makes this fight a whole lot easier now, don't it? Ta-da! Also, you're immortal after you've won, so that's fun. Anyway, final one. Let's go. Championship bout. Go through wave after wave after wave of enemies, and then fight Gary and Helen at the end. So, obviously, the name of the game here is try not to run out of ammo, or you're going to have a lot of trouble dealing with them. And that's being optimistic. Huh. Huh. All right, whoa. All right, what? All right. Takes care of Dim. Blowing up the baddies. Like so. Huh. And get back into the machine, please. We've almost got this thing set to V3, which is absolutely phenomenal. Hey, there we go. Thank you very much. Oh, you got rid of the thing. I was gonna use that. All right, then fine. You know what? Have it your way. I'll just beat you to death with a wrench. Not a whole lot you can do about that. Timed round time. You've got 18 seconds to win. Don't screw it up. Okay, fine. Well, if that's the way that it's gonna be... Ta-da! Was that not everything? Oh, hi. All right, unfortunately ended up using one more grenade than I would have liked. You hate to see that. Let's use the shock blaster. There you go. It's pretty good at getting rid of baddies. And it's a lot of expendable ammo. Get out of here with that. All right, definitely took far more damage than I would have preferred. It's fine, it's fine. Wah! That's a lot of them dead. Nice. Always try to use the charge as much as you possibly can. All right, and... all right, suck them up. Whoa, and try not to let that be a thing that happens. Whoa, boy. All right, well, damn it! Why has it got to be all like that? Come on. Need more ammo. Yes, ammo crates do show up and they are appreciated, but they're not as common as you would really want them to be. Okay. Just get rid of all that mess. And, back to the shocker. There we go. Haha. Shock blaster. I always get its name mixed up with something else. I'll tell you what it is later. All right, whoa. All right, that's only 11. Round 11. All right. We've got this. We really honestly do. Very nice. Okay, good. I got all my nitro cannon stuff back. That's always good. All right, don't need any of that. Okay, timed round again. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Just fight mildly intelligently, which is not my strong suit, but we'll give it a go, Hang on, okay, get out of there. And also you. I said also you. Okay. And out comes the suck cannon yet again, because it's really efficient. It's really good. It's just a really good option for you when you're trying to not spend a lot of your ammo. Especially, you know, when it's just gonna give you free ammo with your enemies. Butts. Okay, well. As much as I'd rather not. As long as I'm doing enough damage, I suppose. I see. All right, then fine. We don't have a lot of time. Kinda need to, ow. Get out of here. Whoop. And almost walked face first into an electrified floor panel. Ow. Boom, boom, boom. Why are you still alive? I believe I shot you with a robot. I don't really know what else you're looking for in life, man. That's a pretty good way to go out, all things considered. All right, good. Weaken your own allies. Very smart of you. Very smart. Back to the timed rounds. Okay. We just need all y'alls to not be alive. Much like that. Yes, you see how it is. Hup. And die. Okay, for a second there, it looked like the clock wasn't going to stop, and I was ever so slightly worried. I will not lie to you all. Okay, that just keeps happening. It keeps pushing me back slightly. It's honestly not something that I remember happening with this thing all that often. Occasionally, but I've been getting it to happen a lot for some reason. And all y'all get out of there. And you would stick around, wouldn't you? Unfortunate. Oh, boy. All right, you just go ahead and do your thing, why don't you? Huh! Huh! Now, you want to go back down? Yeah, you do. Good, good, good. Absolutely love to see that happen. Okay. Now, be a little bit more careful. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. No more of that. And then, slam, jam, thank you. There they are. Okay. Managed to hold on to the bulk of my ammo, so we are gonna be just fine. There you go, big damage. Yep. You go ahead and do your shockwave styles. Huh. It will amount to nothing, I'm afraid. I always get mixed up when I try to figure out where they're gonna end up landing. There you go. Lots of pain, lots of pain. No, where'd you go, Helen? Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. Exactly where your friend was. All right, and I guess it's another good day for the storm. It's gonna take care of business real good. And that's the end of she. Farewell. One more time, for posterity's sake. And done so. Woo! And got a Nitro Launcher V4 for our troubles, which is pretty swell. And there you go. That's everything that we can do here for now. Ominous. But yeah, there will be more for us later. Just not at this exact moment in time. Hello? Okay, let's go, right. We have to go listen to Quark talk. That's gonna be fun.